Hello and welcome back everyone to another episode of Neurodiverse in Wrestling and Success. I'm your host, John Arroyo, and WWE is heating up this summer, and I'm here to cover everything because Raw was absolutely viral after Backlash, so let's dive right into it. We kicked things off with CM Punk from last week after attacking Seth Rollins with a steel chair. He talks about being stabbed in the back before by Heyman, but he thinks Heyman was supposed to be a grown man by now. And, they put that beside him. But no, Heyman backstabs him again. Not just that, he calls Heyman a dirty little snake. And then he roasts Seth Rollins for being the Timu version of himself. Pure comedy gold. But then Heyman comes out, but Seth Rollins follows with Breaker. And Seth lays it out. And he says, Punk is gaslighting everyone. He tries to be the underdog, pretends to be the underdog. But Seth says he hates Punk so much and he blames him for not being champion. But Punk claps back with, "You're never going to be champion while I'm here, little boy." Seth fires back, "What you going to do when you're on the wrong side of history?" And says, "You always want to play victim. Let's make you the victim." So he sends out Bron Breaker to clean up the mess. But Sami Zayn runs in only to get wrecked, but Jey Uso comes to save the day. This segment was straight up fire. We might be getting some type of mumber game foreman. Will Seth bring someone for SummerSlam? We have to wait to see. Next we got Penta and Chad Gable, and this match was fast-paced magic. Penta starts with vicious chops, but then Gable answers with a running cross-arm, suplexes. Even Gable tries to rip Penta's max off. Rude. But Penta counters with a brutal dropkick and a corner kick. Penta was on fire, a code breaker, a moonsault, roll-ups, and then bam, Chad Gable hits a crazy German suplex off the top rope, only for Penta to come back with a Mexican destroyer out of nowhere. This match was contender of the night, and I want to see more, please. Then we get backstage drama with the Judgment Day. Finn and Dom are talking about Dom's won at Backlash. And Finn says, "I was just trying to help." Dom says, "Well, you almost cost me the match, bro." But Finn says, "Don't start thinking like Rhea and Damien. I'm here for you. I won't backstab you." "Okay, if you won't, can you take out AJ Styles later tonight for me?" "Okay," Finn says with a questioning face. You can tell that they're going to break up soon, and it really plays off of that. And I can't just wait for the Judgment Day to break up, and I want to see how it breaks up. I bet you it's going to break up in a full dramatic way, and I cannot wait. Then we get a tag team match. War Raiders versus American Made. Great tag team match here. Speed, power. War Raiders were dominated early by throwing their bodies around like weapons, but American Made isolates Eric and works him down. Julius hits a superplex on the outside. Beast mode. Then chaos erupts. Moonsaults, tag team finishers, close call until the New Day interferes, giving American Made the win with the Brutus Bomb. We might be looking at a triple threat tag team match at SummerSlam, and I cannot wait. That's going to be epic. Then Jey Uso comes out, heated after getting jumped by Logan Paul last week when the show cut off. Jay says he's going to get his hit back at Saturday Night Main Event. But Gunther comes out of nowhere saying that he lost to Jey Uso was a fluke. The spotlight isn't made for Jey Uso, it's made for Gunther. And he's just making it clear that whoever walks out of Saturday Night's Main Event, he has next. Ooh, this is going to be good. And I cannot wait to see how it all plays out for the main title picture. We have so many contenders, and now Gunther is making his claim. Let's see what happens. After that, we were supposed to get a backstage interview with Lyra Kaiser, but Braun Breaker ambushes Jey Uso and takes him out. The title picture even just got even more crazier because of that. So I guess Braun Breaker is now in the title picture too. Everyone is coming after Jey Uso. We need to see how this unfolds. We got the match of AJ Styles versus Finn Balor. This match had everything back and forth. Chain wrestling, hard chops, suplexes, calf crushers. The Styles class almost sealing the deal, but the Judgment Day interferes. But that doesn't stop AJ because Penta shows up for his payback again because he is not over losing the title. He is pissed. So he takes out Judgment Day, clears the scene for AJ Styles to hit the phenomenal forearm for the win. AJ and Penta, unexpected tag team maybe? I don't know, but Money in the Bank is looking pretty tight, especially because qualifier matches is coming soon. So hopefully both of them can enter the Money in the Bank. Then Becky Lynch comes out and delivers an under mic drop. She talks about her match at Backlash and how she went after Lyra and almost ripped off her arm. She says she's tired of pretending to be the good guy. You guys want me gone? You guys want to make me feel like I'm held down? No, I'm the man. And whatever I say goes. Mic drop. She was full cutthroat. And we're going to get full heel Becky Lynch. And I cannot wait for that. We end things off with the woman main event and Raw again and stealing the show. We had Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Roxanne Perez, and Julia in a tag team match. Io was used to high flyer spots. Roxanne was used to smart teamwork with Julia. And there was some crazy moments with Rhea Ripley. Roxanne kept dodging tags to Rhea and playing mind games trying to make sure that Rhea doesn't get the tag. But eventually, everything goes off after she slaps Rhea, and Rhea just snaps. Moonsault, suplexes, power drives, rolls, roll-ups, huge brawls. And then we get a cute moment of, like, Io Sky being like, oh my god, Rhea, we knocked them out, high five! Like, really kawaii, very, like, cutesy, very, like, I don't know, like, really, like, the two friends that you don't think are besties, but they're besties. But Julia and Roxanne breaks it up. They always have to break up the good moments. But then guess what? Roxanne actually takes out Julia, allowing Rhea to land a riptide for the win. But at the end, Rhea stares down at Io's title. Oh boy, these women are killing it every week. Honestly, they are outperforming most of the men's division from now on. Pretty much, like, almost every night. So that leads me into SmackDown. And boy, does SmackDown just level up to the next level. So let's get into that. Guys, it's Money in the Bank qualifiers start on SmackDown, and boy, was it crazy. We get a title match to close the show, we get Bloodline drama, we get an in-ring debut of a new wrestler, and we get a newest signee to the SmackDown roster. So let's get right into it. We kick things off with the Bloodline. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and the newest member, JC Mateo. Solo tells the WWE Universe to give JC a round of applause for helping. He is proud, dangerous, and he is family. Then Jacob Fatu takes the mic and keeps it real. He doesn't need help. He's here to dominate. And Solo says, come on, what happened to... I love you, Jacob, but how about I love you too, Solo? So it gets this weird, like, love, I love you, I love, whatever, Barney, I love you, you love me, everyone says we're a happy family, whatever. But then LNA comes in and be like, you know what, I'm done with the family reunion, all of you need to be dropped, this bloodline needs to be cut. So he goes after everyone. That leads into pure chaos, and then it's going to go back to the Money in the Bank qualifying match later, but I will talk about that later. Then before the women's Money in the Bank first qualifier match, we get B-Fab and Michin backstage already talked about what they're about to do after Money in the Bank. Mia Yim says, I'm going to win. I'm going to cash in on someone. Then we could go for the tag team titles. But then Chelsea Green and her crew won't let that happen. Chelsea Green says she wants her U.S. title back, and this is a way she could get it back. Until Alexa Bliss pops out of nowhere like a cameo from a horror movie and tells Chelsea, you know that everyone is not allowed by ringside tonight, right? Chelsea is shocked, and Chelsea knows that she doesn't have a chance, which leads into the match. This match was pure fun. Chelsea was hilarious, Alexa Bliss was creepy and chaotic, and Mia Yim was throwing Street Fighter kicks like Chun-Li in full rage. It was some amazing spots. Like, every time Chelsea Green got in the ring, Michin and Alexa Bliss took her out. And then we got a classic triple threat madness, slap fight, drop kicks, twerking offense by Michin, crossbody, more. And then Alexa Bliss hits the Twisted Bliss, Chelsea Green breaks up the pin, then hits the I'm Prettier, thinking that she won the match, but she didn't. Because Alexa Bliss comes back like she came out of the grave and hits the Twisted DDT for the win. And Alexa Bliss is going to make it known that she's ready for Money in the Bank because she won it one time. And she's dangerous in these types of matches, so the girls better be careful. Then we get a tag team classic, Fraction vs. DIY. It gave us fast pace, explosive match. Axiom and Nathan Fraser were like lightning in a bottle. DIY knew some sneaky tactics, but it didn't show the momentum. We saw suicide dives, super kicks, springboards, brain busters that made me jump off the couch. Axiom steals the win with a surprise roll up. DIY decides to beat him up, but then after, Motor City Machine Guns make the save. This tag team division is hot. Can we get a multi-man match at Money in the Bank, please? Thank you. And can we make it a ladder match? Then we get a backstage segment with Rey Fenix getting ready for his Money in the Bank qualifying match, and Andrade is talking to him, talking about, oh, if we both make it into Money in the Bank, maybe we can help each other out. But it gets broken up by the Bloodline. Solo's like, where's LA Knight? They don't know where he is. And Solo's like, you know what? You guys are only speaking Spanish. You guys want to get it. Bye. And it was kind of funny. Like, bruh, they only speak Spanish? Like, okay. But it was kind of like a cute, funny segment leading into the Money in the Bank match. Then we had R-Truth talking about what happened in Backlash. He helped John Cena win the title. And then during the press conference, John Cena puts him through a table. Now he's going to have a match with him at Saturday Night Main Event. And R-Truth says, he knows that John Cena is still in there. He just had to bring out the good of John Cena once again. And Ray Breer is looking at him like, are you confused? John Cena's been gone. And R-Truth says, no. I'm going to do what my hero John Cena tells me. Loyalty, respect, and never give up. Boy, that's going to be a match at Saturday Night's Main Event. And I'm going to give you a little prediction now. I'm going to make a prediction video. R-Truth is losing and he's going to get demolished. That's just my opinion. Then we got the Street Profits telling Fraction good job at their match, and they're really surprised, so they're offering next week a tag team title match. Boy, that's gonna be good, and I cannot wait to see how this tag team jumble unfolds. Then we got round 2 of Aleister Black and Carmelo Hayes. These two absolutely delivered. Mind games with their strikes, reversals, the Miz interferes, all of it, but the ending saw Mello accidentally hitting the Miz, and then Black hits the Black Mask for the win. But then after, Carmelo Hayes takes out Black. Can we get a round 3, please? And can we make it due next week? Then we get a backstage interview with Alexa Bliss. She says she's ready for Money in the Bank and the girls better be aware. But then she overhears Charlotte. So she walks over to Charlotte and she's like, do you remember the deal I made you? You want to do it? Charlotte's like, I don't need your help. I've been in the industry for so long. But Alexa's like, you helped me when I was in NXT. I think I should repay the favor. I was just trying to be nice. And then Julia walks out of Nick Aldis's office, and Nick introduces the newest star, Julia, to SmackDown. And Alexa Bliss looks up and down at Julia and tells Charlotte, well, the offer still stands, and then walks off. This is getting juicy. Are we going to get Charlotte and Alexa teaming up to take out the New Girls? And now Julia's on SmackDown. What did that mean for like that whole Roxanne storyline? I am getting really confused, but it's getting really entertaining. Then we got Drew McIntyre pissed off from Backlash, and he comes out saying that, Damian, you're obsessed with me, and I'm sick of it. We need to put this to rest. So at Saturday night's main event, I would declare you and me in a steel cage match. Mic drop. That match is going to steal the show. It's going to be straight up brutality, chaos, and somebody's not going to leave standing. Somebody's going to leave on a stretcher, and I can't wait to say who. I just can't wait to see. Then we get the men's Money in the Bank qualifier match. Solo Sikoa versus Rey Fenix versus Jimmy Uso. And the match was chaotic in the best ways. Rey was fast, Jimmy was slick, and Solo was a damn beast. Tables got smashed, bodies were flying, and just when Rey thought he won, mischief rolls up. Jacob Fought 2 gets involved. JC Mateo 2. Solo ends with a spike for the one. He's going into Money in the Bank. But then after, it leads into a brawl with LA Knight and JC Mateo, which pretty much out of nowhere, Nick Aldis is like, you know what? JC Mateo, have your debut match. The match was crazy. Mateo was off the wall power. LA Knight threw everything at him, but Mateo was a tank. Code breakers, no problem. Bulldogs, nah. Mateo ends the match with the Tour of the Islands to end. But LA Knight made a statement. The Bloodline better watch their back. But also, JC Mateo looks like a big threat that's about to come. Then we get our main event, y'all. The women are main eventing twice this week. We got Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax for the World Championship. But before that, Jade Cargill faces off with Tiffany backstage and says that she's going to win her qualifier match to go into Money in the Bank, and she's going to cash it in on Tiffany, like how Tiffany did to Nia. And Tiffany says, oh, okay, if you say so, but no matter what, Tiffy is always going to be on Tiffy time. Which leads into the match. The match was straight up chaos. Nia Jax brought everything to Tiffany. Samoan drops, power slams, top rope slams, putting her through an announce table, but Tiffany did not stop. But then out of nowhere, Naomi comes in with a steel chair. She's about to give the chair and beat up both of them, but then we hear this.
A storm is coming.
Jade Cargill wasn't going to let that happen, so she takes out Naomi. So Nia picks up the chair, Tiffany hits a dropkick, and then the prettiest moonsault ever for the win. This women division is getting more stacked than ever. Not just that, we got to announce 2 more Money in the Bank qualifying matches next week. So this is just going to be a straight up crazy summer, and I cannot wait. Hopefully you guys liked the video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. And stay everything wrestling.